If you only have a few dishes, then there are several easy ways to take care of your dishes. Now first, I will still stack my dishes. So I'm going to put all my silverware in a cup with a little water on it. Put the plates, big plate first, and then the small one. You put a little water on these too. It'll just sit there and loosen up anything that's sticky. So the first technique I want to show you, you take your sponge, you get it wet with some warm water, and then you just take your soap and just put a few drops of soap right onto your sponge. Now look how little soap it takes, just a couple little drops, little drips there. And then you just need a little bit of water on there. And now you have soapy water in your sponge. You don't need to run it under the water and squeeze it a bunch of times, because if you run water on it and squeeze it a bunch of times, I'll show you what happens. If I just run water and do this, look where my soap is going. I've washed all my soap down the sink. So just put a few drops of soap, a little dribble of soap. I didn't even squeeze the bottle, I just let it dribble. A little bit of water, and you're good to go. Now, you wash your dishes. So what I did was, I made sure I had a clean sink. I have a dirty side for my sink and a clean side. Notice this side is all nice and clean. If I saw anything in here, I would sponge it out. And it's okay if there's a little soap in there because these dishes are soapy. So I'm going to wash my dishes. Now, I want you to notice something. I don't have the water running. I don't have the water running while I'm washing my dishes. I don't need the water to run. And living here in California, we are always dealing with drought, which means not enough water. So we don't want to waste water by leaving it running when we're not using it. I'm going to pick this up and put it on top. So I'm going to do all my washing before I start to rinse. Just get everything nice and clean. Oops, I think the soap is on this side. Yes, it is. See, my sponge, when I turned my sponge over, it didn't have as much soap on it. So I turned it back this way. And the last item is this mug. Now I'll turn my sink over here, turn it on, just a nice, warm, gentle stream. I don't need to have water gushing out. Just a nice, warm, gentle stream. Oh, I see that I put my bowl where my plates go. I'm gonna need that spot. I'm gonna move my bowl over here so my plate will fit right there. And my small plate will fit right in front of it. Now, I've got all my dishes washed, but I'm not quite done because look at this ugly mess in the sink. So I'm going to take my sponge, add a little water, clean anything that I see, any schmutz on the side. Schmutz means just smudges and dirt and little greasy spots. Okay, and then I'm going to squeeze the sponge out. Take this little bit of food scraps, shake it off into my compost. You can also shake it into your garbage or down your garbage disposal. Then I'll turn it on to cold, run my garbage disposal, and voila.